Welcome back to Rekt Radio, the only place where you get your crypto news with a side of sunshine and a whole lot of, well, coal.
Let's just call it a reality check, Sonny. And today, the reality is the market is eerily quiet. It's like a horror movie where you know the jump scare is coming, but you don't know from where.
That's where you see horror. I see the most beautiful, healthy, and sustainable setup in the history of crypto. This is the calm of a deep ocean, Cole, not the silence of a graveyard. We are knocking on the door of all-time highs for Bitcoin, and there is absolutely no mania. None. It's perfect.
No mania? Sonny, you say that like it's a good thing. You need mania to push prices into discovery. You need your cousin's best friend's dog walker asking you if it's too late to buy. Without that retail FOMO, who exactly is going to be buying these bags at $70,000 plus? The so-called smart money is supposed to sell to the dumb money, but the dumb money hasn't even shown up to the party yet.
But Cole, you're missing the point. That's what makes this time different. The 2021 peak was all froth and hype. This time, it's different. Google search trends for Bitcoin are incredibly low compared to past cycles. The social media engagement isn't there. This isn't being driven by a wave of retail gamblers. It's being driven by real programmatic demand from the ETFs and from long-term believers who are accumulating. This is the solid foundation, not the bubbly nonsense. It means the move has legs.
Oh, hang on a second, Sonny. Legs? It looks more like it's on its last legs. You see a lack of hype as a sign of strength. I see it as a sign of exhaustion. The engine has run out of fuel. We've reached the peak altitude for this flight with the current passenger load. Without a new flood of buyers, the only way is down. This isn't a Launchpad. It's a lonely, cold mountaintop where the air is getting very, very thin.
Wait, let me jump in here. The air is thin at the top, yes, but that's where the view is. Think about it logically. If we can reach the previous all-time high without the circus of mainstream mania, imagine what happens when they finally do show up. We're building a base camp at $70,000. When the hype cycle does kick in, and it will, the launch from this level will be absolutely stratospheric. We're not at the peak. We're just getting started.
You're describing a fantasy, a what-if scenario. I'm looking at what is. And what I see is a market that has failed repeatedly to make a convincing new high. It pokes its head above water, gets scared, and dives back down. You call it building a base camp. I call it a ceiling, a big, ugly concrete ceiling. The fact that the public isn't interested is a massive red flag. It shows the narrative is dead. Nobody cares.
Exactly. And another thing, this is what a real bull market feels like. It's not supposed to be a straight line up. It's supposed to climb a wall of worry. Your worry, Cole, is the mortar holding the bricks of this rally together. Every time you say it's over, another block gets laid. You should be proud. You're an essential part of the ecosystem.
My pessimism is a public service, Sonny, designed to save people from dreamers like you. You've built a castle in the sky, and you're just waiting for a breeze to call it a foundation. But you know what? Enough with the feelings and the philosophy. Let's look at the cold, hard numbers.
I was hoping you'd say that. It's time to silence the cynics and go to the one true oracle. Let's see what the unfeeling, unbiased technical indicators on TradingView are telling us about Bitcoin right this very second.
By all means, let's plug my skepticism directly into the machine. I am ready to have all of my worst fears confirmed in glorious data-driven detail.
Pull it up. All right, I have the page open now. As always, we start with the 30,000-foot view, the one that defines the entire story. I'm on the 1-month chart for Bitcoin, and the summary is a strong buy. I mean, honestly, what else is there to say? The macro picture is one of immense, undeniable strength.
The monthly chart is a history lesson, Sonny. It's telling you that the last year was great. Congratulations. It's completely irrelevant to whether we fall off a cliff tomorrow. Get closer to the action. What's the weekly looking like?
Delighted to. This is the chart that shows the momentum of the last several months. The 1-week chart summary is, would you look at that, a buy. Not strong, but a solid buy. So the monthly and weekly are in agreement. The trend is up, the direction is clear. Any questions?
Plenty. A buy is a significant downgrade from strong buy. That tells me the momentum is already fading. The train is slowing down. Now stop stalling. What does the chart of today say? The daily, the one that matters, the one that reflects the quiet, eerie market you're so fond of.
Okay, the 1-day chart for Bitcoin, the indicator of what is happening right now, is a sell.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is just poetry. So the charts from last month and last week are telling you to buy, but the chart of right now, the one that actually trades, is screaming at you to get out. This is the lack of mania you were celebrating, Sonny. It's a lack of buyers, a lack of interest. It is a market that is rolling over.
Wait, let me jump in here. You're panicking over one signal. Look at the details. The oscillators on the daily are pointing to sell, yes, but the moving averages are still flashing a strong buy. This isn't the market rolling over. It's a classic divergence. It's a shakeout. The price is temporarily dipping to scare people like you out of their positions, while the underlying long-term trend, the real strength, is still accumulating. This is the dip you're supposed to buy.
Are you insane? The moving averages are lagging. They're slow. They represent the past. The oscillators measure current momentum, and they are telling you the momentum is gone. It's a dead fish. The sell signal on the daily chart is the first domino to fall. The weekly will flip next, and then your precious monthly chart will follow. You're clinging to a memory of a bull market, while the reality of a bear market is kicking down the door. This isn't a dip. It's the beginning of the slide.
That's all for this episode of Rekt Radio. The big picture remains clear. The long-term moving averages show a strong buy, and the lack of mania shows we have so much further to run. This daily signal is nothing but short-term noise designed to shake you out. Don't lose sight of the destination. Stay bullish.
My final thought, when the daily chart tells you to sell, you sell. The story about no hype being a good thing was a nice way to cope, but the reality is now in the data. No hype means no buyers, and no buyers means the price goes down. The oracle has spoken, and it's telling you to run for the hills. You've been listening to Rekt Radio.